So we have to then talk about the final return for Marc-Andre Fleury to Pittsburgh. He's going to finally play there. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And boy, do the Penguins look bad.
Well, hang on. Parts of the Penguins look horrific. Parts of the Penguins look freaking awesome. And that's what makes it super frustrating for me. Because it's not, if the whole team sucked, I'd be over it. Easy. The fact that their forwards are giving them every opportunity to win every fucking game, and the blue line and the goaltending just says, no, thank you. It's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, the blue line, I'm pretty sure at this point, just in terms of how much they're giving up, like high danger chances, off the rush, like every facet, like I think they do have the most porous defense in the league right now. Just looking at like the underlying numbers, especially, like it is unbelievable. And like, dude, that Oilers game was, I think it was 4-0. Oilers put up 50 shots on goal, and of course, at the final moment of that game is Edmonton having a shorthanded breakaway. Like it was an absolute pounding. But like you said, then you still have kind of like Malkin's going off offensively. And it's just like that has, like you said, that is insanely frustrating. But I mean, we'll see what they look like against Minnesota. But again, we know Fleury typically doesn't like playing there, but like obviously he is this time. So it's gonna be very weird.
Both games are in a get right situation. Like both are coming off of not awesome losses to not awesome teams. And Sid's fucking giving her this game. Like it is one of those weird ones though, with just how the defense and goaltending is gone. If Fleury lets up 3, Wild win.
Yeah.
So like, can he hold them to that, or do Malkin and Crosby just eviscerate him, to use your words?
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too. Like Minnesota, looking at those underlying numbers too, like their defense is pretty hot, like close to the top of the league. Like they are not giving up. They literally like
close to the top. Didn't you like share something that said they were literally first in every fucking category?
Yeah, and however they've played 8 games, and the Philly game absolutely decimated those stats. Like in one game,
that'll work.
Like literally in one game. I looked at it before we jumped on here. I was like, oh my god.
Oh god, they're at 17 on everything now. Shit.
it was like, holy shit, they're at the middle of the pack again.
I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
Literally, the Flyers game absolutely decimated the stats. I was like, holy fuck, that's what happens 8 games in. But I mean, yeah, literally, other than the Flyers game, like Minnesota really isn't giving up a whole lot. And I mean, which again, like they're doing that, like playing John Merrill a lot without Jared Spurgeon. And there was like a game or two that Eric Sinek wasn't there, and he accounts for a lot of that team defense in general as well. So another reason why I've like decided that I think the Wild actually are a very good hockey team. So we'll see what it looks like against Pittsburgh. But I mean, yeah, you have to imagine. Like, I don't even want to know how pissed off Crosby is, which is always terrifying.
Do you know who's more pissed off? Malkin.
Yeah, he's like, how much more do I need to do?
Crosby contains his anger though. Like Malkin wears that shit.
Yeah,
always. But no, like seriously, those two still playing like they're in their 20s. You should be winning more games, and you're getting the depth help too. Like the bottom 6, granted, like there's been spots where they're not awesome, but like compared to what the Penguins have had the last couple of years, the whole forward group is doing great. I think there's a couple things you probably want to shuffle as far as who's playing with Crosby and Crosby and Malkin. Jesus. But like this is one of those games where both teams, like whoever loses this, kind of hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, every time I watch Pittsburgh, I have to do a double take. I'm like, I keep forgetting Matt Nieto's still playing in the NHL.
As long as he has a pulse, Dubas will keep him in the league.
It is unbelievable. Like I was like, I swear to God, in my head, I've seen 5 different retirement tweets from this guy. Like I know he hasn't actually, but in my head, I think I've seen them. I'm like, it's also like I'm not used to seeing him play anywhere other than Colorado and San Jose. So like I'm just like, this is really weird. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually have no idea how to predict what's going to happen in that game against Pittsburgh, but I'll be honest, I have a feeling Minnesota's going to respond after that loss in Philly quite well, especially if Spurgeon's good to go and healthy. But who knows? Malkin is angry, so just pray for the league when that happens.
It is scary.
Like the defense has just been that bad where it's just like, I mean, he could put up 5 points and like there's still a 50-50 chance. Like it's still like it's anyone's game.
You just see him jump onto the ice. He sees John Merrill and just licks his fucking chops.
It's like, really, that's the guy you're gonna go? Okay, sure.
Gallup.